Alright, we should be live. Hello to everyone out there. Welcome back. Just make sure it is in fact working.
Yeah.
Alright. Welcome back to this playthrough of Super Robot Wars Z2 Saisei. I'm Ryu. This is Zero. So, when last we met, we just finished going through a route split. We went off to the Dark Continent in order to deal with the problems plaguing it. I ran into quite a few old friends. We got back the crew from Zabungle, which is...
It's okay.
We got the Gunleon back, and we got the Shingetter back. And we've been busy upgrading stuff since we got a whole bunch of other things just on the last route. And we also went ahead and spent some of our carried over money to fully upgrade the tower. For two reasons. Firstly,
It will carry over later.
it'll carry over to a much better unit that we will definitely be using a lot. And secondly, it means that all of its weapons are now post-movement.
Which is actually a lot better.
Which means it can actually, hit things. Kind of important. Also, from the other route, which we did not take, we wound up acquiring a couple of units. We wound up not getting Neki Basara, because Neki Basara just winds up running around singing at everyone. We got the Death Scythe upgrade to the Death Scythe Hell, which has a lot of abilities. The Gundam Sandrock is now the Sandrock Kai.
Which, if I fully upgrade it, it gets resupply. Not
Yes.
worth it right now.
Very nice for the Z3, though. And the Shenlong is now the Ultron. Also, we have the Strike Freedom and Infinite Justice, but who cares?
Well, I might be using the Strike Freedom.
Maybe.
Infinite Justice... no.
Finally, we picked up a single Taurus, which sucks. And we picked up a new returner. A new subpilot for the Ptolemaeus. There she is. Lock-on's new girlfriend. New Lock-on's new girlfriend. She has Accelerate and Focus. And we're gonna have to decide if we want to keep her alive or not. Because she could very easily die here in the upcoming chapters.
In a while, but...
So, it's about time to continue on here to the next stage proper. And this may be a very long stage. This may be the only one we get done today, but it will be, story-wise, very important. Which is why I'm trying to make sure I don't cough here. Alright. Back to Warsaw, where the music indicates things are going badly. Eureka! Shut up, you brat! Gah! Stop it! Please, don't hurt Renton! Then just come along quietly with us. If you do that, everything will be fine. What are you trying to do to Eureka? As if I'd know something like that. All I know is that we were told to bring this girl back with us. Damn it. Damn you! You brat! You still haven't had enough, huh? Stop! What should we do? I'll go with you. I can't hear you. I'll go with you. Alright. Alright then. I've been waiting to hear that. No, Eureka, don't go! Oh, shut up already, you little brat. Are you going to make her feelings here go to waste? Farewell, Renton. Eureka! Ah! Farewell. Back to the Pacific Ocean. No, why is my throat not doing well?
It's
Nice
allergy
briefing
season.
room.
Is the simple answer, brother.
So that's what I've heard from the group that went up to space. But I'm in shock. To think that the legendary rock star from the Frontier Fleet's world, Neki Basara, would get brought over here. Let's see. Seems that his band Firebomber came along with him, as well as one of those ace pilots from Macross 7 fleet. Oh dear. Apparently, while he was tracking down these mysterious energy lifeform things called galactic whales, he got wrapped up in a dimensional quake. Because what else would happen to Neki Basara?
He would cause one.
Quite possibly. So, does that mean that Firebomber is going to be taking part in the Twinkle Project as well? Well, everything about that's going to be left up to their managers.
Managers?
Yes. Well, I mean, you've got Grace on one side, and then you've got... I imagine it's probably up to my lead to try and wrangle Neki for it, but...
I think technically it's Ray's job.
But still, someone has to be there to wrangle Neki Basara. Must not be allowed to be on his own. Ever. Please. We'll lose him again. He'll go somewhere else and no one will find him for the next 20 years. Oh well. Yes, it looks like they'll be joining. About that Twinkle Project, though. I heard that something crazy happened to them out in space. Apparently Ranka's songs are able to mess with the Vajra. I wound up calling it the Ranka attack. Although, my guess is it looks like Neki Basara didn't like that. Although Neki Basara was pretty pissed they wound up doing that.
His songs aren't songs for war.
Yes.
As he constantly yells.
Yes. But the results were more than expected, weren't they? With this, we finally got a hope of being able to defeat the Vajra. I wonder about that. Well, so long as we don't have to deal with those messengers of darkness that her songs wound up dragging around. In addition, it looks like some of Moonwill's survivors of Moonwill's forces wound up showing up too. But more than that, I was shocked at what happened with Troa. Let's see. It all started due to that... Was that a riot? Or explosion? It all has to start with that riot that happened at the L4 colonies, huh? Let's see. The anti-Federation... One of the anti-Federation leaders, Zaid Winner, wound up dying along with the colony citizens. Let's see. Apparently, his son Quattro wound up making use of one of the databanks one of the Gundam professors left him in order to create an entirely new Gundam, the Wing Zero. Oh, what happened with it told him to destroy everything in space, so we wound up attacking the colony with it. I know it's a shock, but I think that Quattro would do something like that? And then at the same time, Tro and Hero, who had infiltrated Oz, wound up fighting to stop him, and Tro has been missing ever since. Hero received some heavy wounds, but it looks like the Wing Zero... He got captured along with the Wing Zero by Oz. Come to think of Oz, though. With the loss of their commander, Trace Kushinaga, their morale's been declining quickly. And at this point in time, it looks as if they've been entirely absorbed by the A-Laws. So I guess that means with this, the A-Laws pretty much entirely taking control of the Federation military. If only they'd turn their minds towards taking out Insalaum and the other enemies of humanity. But knowing the A-Laws, they're just gonna shove all those responsibilities onto us, aren't they? Well, that's what Zexus is, isn't it? It's just like Crow. They're always stuck in the position of having the least enviable jobs. Well, if that's the case, then shouldn't the entire squadron have to deal with my debt? Oh, you don't know when to quit, do you, Crow? After all, well, it isn't as if I'm doing this because I enjoy it. Alright then, it's finally time to go ahead and give you a rundown on your performance so far. Be sure to put some spirit into it. Huh? Are you guys not going to ring the gong or the drums this time? Our beloved idiot's already gone and left somewhere else. So I'm the only one left here in charge. I see. So he's gone off to start some other business of his own? If it looks like it'll pay well, maybe I should consider transferring over to where he is. There's no way you'd do well with anything he can do. I'm sorry, Crow. I was really busy this time and forgot to bring along anything I could play. No, you don't have to worry about that. I wasn't able to bring anything here, but I'll go ahead and try and make any noise you like. Just like drops a coin. Just drops a coin, let's see. What did you do? I heard from Luck on whenever you hear this, no, as you instantly react. I can imagine that happening. Haha, thanks, Esther. I'm happy alone with your feelings there. Crow, you really do have a nice smile. The way you're looking... the way you're looking... you should look like that more often, you know, Crow? And just the sound of coins. Do you really like it that much? Alright, I'll try my best here. Just dropping another couple. Thanks. That sound sets my mind at ease. Alright then, we've gotten a bit off track, but let's get back to the debt. Let's see, the result of your activities this time is 20,000 G. Wait a minute. I was fighting against new types of invaders here. Well, the origin for what they were manipulating were from Earth here after all. Oh, no. After all, there's not many people who want to buy that. Tch. If I knew it would come to this, I should have gone out to space. That isn't... Right, after all. After all, it looks as if the documentary movie you were able to film out there about the Dark Continental solved quite well. Well, after all, I was able to get 200,000 off of that. Seriously? And so, as a result of that, your current debt is 750,000 G. Rather than being a pilot, he should just be a documentary filmer. Alright. Alright! Right. Since it's come to this, I just have to change my job to a documentary filmman. That's fine. But if you do that, I'll have to have you get out of the Brasta. What? It's your life. Live it as you like. If you do think you can pay off your debt without the Brasta. That's a no-go, Chief. In that case, keep on fighting without complaining. After all, I'm betting everything here on you and the Brasta. Understood. Here's hoping next time I get another huge amount. I'll do my best too. Whether it's work or love, I'll always do my best. Right, right. Haha, I have high expectations for you two. back to the hangar. Is that so? Something like that happened out in space? Yes. Thanks to... It's all my fault that Tro has gone missing. And the hero wound up getting badly injured. Quattro. Don't act so hard on yourself here. It's just like Colin says, Quattro. Remember telling you to not regret what you did, but you can't allow yourself to be completely absorbed by it. Even though we were a part of Oz, we weren't able to stop the problems between the Federation and all the colonies. So that's why we're going to keep on fighting here as a part of Zexus in order to put a stop to them. So Kira and Athrun wound up joining up with you too, huh? Looks like we'll be counting on you all again, everyone. It's the truth that I did something that can never be taken back. In order to try and atone for that, I'm going to keep fighting as part of Zexus too. I think that's a good idea. Good luck, Quattro. And besides, Quattro, and Wufei, all our Gundams have gotten pretty powered up here. You can't even compare them to what we had before. Please don't get too worked up and injure yourself. And you are? My name is Hilda Schmeika? Hilda. I'm a former member of Oz.
Hild.
Yes.
I believe. Hilda? Hild?
Hilda. Yes. We got to know her at the lunar base, at Oz's lunar base. Hey, since she didn't really know who she was supposed to be fighting for or against.
Spaker?
Spaker?
Spaker.
Spaker. Hilda Spaker. Alright. And so, I decided to go along with Duo and the others. I'll be in your care from now on. No, we're the ones who should say that. Well done, Duo. I think you'd even be hitting on people in your enemy's base. No, there's no way I did something like that. With this, I was able to know that the 5 professors who developed Duo and the others' Gundams had something to do with celestial being. But what on earth does that Wing Zero they designed have to do with the Oleus plan? Everyone, I've got some big news! A man named Holland Novak has sent a communication to Zexus. And you're... Oh, I'm sorry for the late introduction. My name is a new returner. Let's see, and what position has she taken on? She is the Ptolemaeus's... This returner came here to be the navigator for the Ptolemy. Is that so? Looks like we'll be counting on you from here on. Just because the person you're talking to is a beautiful girl doesn't mean you should get all excited, Koji. But what were you saying about a transmission from Holland? That guy. Hey, after the destruction incident, he and the 303rd Division wound up disappearing. At the current point in time, Mr. Zero is talking with him, but apparently someone named Miss Eureka is in trouble. Eureka is? Because, yeah, that's not good. Well then, it appears as though the ones who kidnapped Eureka were Firebug. That's very likely to be the case. After all, with my access to military databanks, I've gotten to know a fair bit about them. A group that seems rather similar to them wound up showing up in the middle of Warsaw and targeting the surrounding civilians. So the fact that Firebug moved means that Insalaum wanted Eureka for something? Why the hell do I want that? Want her? I mean, come on, in order to take over the Earth, they think a single girl like that's going to be of use? Have you forgotten, Tamaki, what Eureka really is? Ah! That's right. That girl was an observation device for the Image. Those mysterious life forms that disappeared beyond dimensions. Ah, I completely forgot, because she looks just like a normal person. So, the group that transcends dimensional walls, Insalaum, is pursuing the data collection device for the Image, which can transcend dimensions. There has to be some relation between the two. Insalaum. They're those guys who sent a declaration of war to the whole world, right? However, Holland. Why did you learn about what's happening with Eureka? It's because we did such horrible things to Eureka and Renton. Let's see. In order to try and at least atone for the sins a little bit, set intervals we go and check in on the two of them. Fortunately, though, I only wound up showing up in Warsaw after everything was over. And what's Renton doing now? Looks like he headed off to the Vodarak Church. Wonder if he's trying to ask Anemone there about Eureka. Anemone. The old lady who was another spy device for the Image. However, it's highly possible that Insalaum will be after Anemone as well, if she truly is the same as Eureka. I have the same opinion, so that's why I'm heading there right now too. But you... As you can see, I can't exactly move very well here, but there are still things I can do. Counting on you. I know I've got no right to ask any of you things like this, but please, save Eureka and Renton. Understood. We knew that someday we would have to face down Insalaum here. If we're able to prevent them from achieving one of their objectives, that will be all the better for us. We shall head off as well. Chapter 25. A Never-Ending Promise.
I don't know about you, but I do not remember him shooting a documentary movie while he was there. While he was in the Dark Continent.
Well, I mean, you know that he's got to... There are cameras on the outside of the Brasa, so he was probably, just selling all the footage from that.
Yeah, and he wasn't actually really the main focus at all. It was everyone else.
Yeah. Let's see. Lady Umbrone said that somewhere underneath this area... Yeah, there's a key to unlock a new door for dimensional science. Don't think about it. All I have to do is carry out my mission as a knight. Underground. Vodarak Church. That shockwave. Are we being attacked? It looks as if more visitors have come. Although that isn't as if I'd wanted them to. Miss Anemone, what should I do? What do you want to do? What do I want to do? Fuck you! Fuck you! You too! Why do you always fight whenever you meet? Renton, why did you come to this Vodarak Church? In order to try and get Eureka back. And what did you think you would be able to do by coming here? But I don't have any power at all. You have plenty of power, don't you? What? Ah! Renton, why do you think you don't have any power? After all, feelings always give birth to power, don't they? Hello, Dominic. Hello, Anemone. The ones we recognize. Ish. Professor Dominic. And Miss Anemone? Renton, have you already forgotten the words that I taught you? Wait. Wait a minute, teacher! Remember, Renton. Strength is already there with your feelings. Yes. You're a strong child, Renton. Professor Dominic. Okay? Nirvash. I forgot something important. You can't rely on anyone else. If I want to save Eureka, I have to do it myself. Cute! Let's go, Nirvash. Eureka's waiting for us. Cute! Get a hold of yourself, Renton! Holland? Why are you here? We can talk later. We're getting out of here. Where's Miss Anemone? Same time you lost consciousness, those black guys came and took her. Holland. Let me a KLF. No. I'll be fine without a KLF. I've got to go fight here. I had a feeling you'd say that. So I brought this for you. Holland. I think a miracle is going to be needed here. Okay? Nirvash, will use your power. Okay! Lady Margaret! Something's emerging from that building! That's... Thanks, Nirvash. You're going to fight alongside me to help save her. You! It instantly grew up from a larval form again. That guy, he really did cause a miracle. See? Regin, that armor equipped on Nirvash is the newest model I was able to prepare. Everything else is up to you. Holland, I won't let you go to waste delivering this to me. That's that Renton boy. Come to think of it, I helped him out here at this place before, didn't I? Let's go. I'll take you all and recover Eureka. Look you. He fights for his simple feelings. In that case, I must respond to that. As an Arc Saber. Let's go, Nirvash. Don't fight for things. Do it yourself, or else you won't get anything. Annihilate all enemies. So, SR point. After destroying the Adamons, destroy the Pearl Nail. However, if 5 turns pass or it gets us under 10,000 HP, the Pearl Nail will retreat.
Well, I guess that means I'll be getting reinforcements next turn.
So, you have the Nirvash, Spec 2.
New attacks?
Oh, it has an S in Sky.
Well, of course it has an S.
Boomerang Knife, Homing Laser, Charge.
So now.
It's... As for level 5, will limit break, hitting away, wall, effort, lock on. Good luck. Also, there's Nirvash there, who has Accelerate, Focus, Vigor, and Friendship.
Yeah, two of the very important ones. Oh, Friendship already. Well, time to get some nice, cheap kills.
Hopefully. Regan, I just want to live in peace. But even so, these guys! Give Eureka back! Give me back Eureka! Yeah!
Poor Nirvash.
But I mean, it gets to surf through the skies. What could be better? You know, why don't they ever use the boomerang knives as boomerangs here? That's my personal thought.
You know, I bet they do. It's just, it requires a very specific thing. Most likely to be grounded.
With a flying enemy.
Yes.
And the Nirvash should never be grounded.
I wish ref boards were a thing.
It would be awesome. Ren's not looking too hot.
No, he isn't.
Well done, level up.
Oh,
so,
this is the
you get to
first
choose
instance.
one more battleship. Tower, the Ptolemais, or the Macross Quarter.
I guess I'll go with the tower.
Choose your 20 units.
Oh, God. Choice paralysis once more.
Mm-hmm.
Moon's not out, so no double X.
Nope. Double O? You only have 2 units left. Oh, Chronester auto deploys. Of course they are.
So in that case, I'm perfectly fine.
Yep. Things have worked out okay for you. Yes, just a reminder, this is chapter 25. Remember, the Zeta can transform to go fire.
You're not sure.
Is there any need to translate that?
No, but
Looks like they were able to make it in time. Glad I was able to tell him. You okay, Renton? Since we've come, you can rest easy. Thanks, Garrett. But I have to take Erica back on my own. So that's the boy who lives for love. Renton? He seems pretty happy. He's the kind of guy who wears his heart on his sleeve, so it's easy to tell. Crowbroost. You're here too? Margaret. If you're gonna live as an Arcsaber, then there's nothing for me to say. But as a representative of the Earth, we'll take you on, Arcsabers. That's fine. That's exactly why. All units. Advancers, annihilate Insalaum while protecting Renton! I'll just say this now. I don't intend to be protected this whole time. That guy seems... Wow, that guy's pretty not good. Some of us could learn from him. Renton, I've seen your guts. Let's go, Nirvash. We'll be the ones to save Eureka. Don't let Crow or Esther die. But, it's perfectly fine to let Renton die now.
really?
Yeah.
After all that, let's protect Renton?
Yes. Yeah. It's just Crow and Esther who are important now. Soul Graviton Cannon. No, Soul Graviton Cannon.
No. Why?
Why? Why not use the Soul Graviton Cannon?
That's too strong to use on this.
No, you don't want to use that. You've only got 4 ammo for that, and it's a post-movement attack.
Oh, whatever.
Whatever.
It was going to die regardless.
Yes, that is why I would have used the attack that isn't as limited. Oh, look, no chance of hitting. He's one of the powered-up dimensional beasts. Wow.
Prevail. He's my bet.
But even so, for a dimensional beast not to be able to hit Renton, it's a thing. Nirvash.
I'd love to see Eureka 7 in a newer Super Robot Wars game.
You know what the problem with that is, though.
No, actually, I don't in this case. All the Eureka 7s that you can pick?
I was going to say, if that were to happen, they're going to definitely use High Evolution. You know that.
I don't actually know that.
It's almost certain that they would.
Because High Evolution is in and of itself at least 4 timelines. How many movies are out now?
2. 2 of the 3.
Eureka 7 has at least 4 timelines now.
They have Eureka 7, they have Goodnight Sleep Tight Young Lovers, they have High Evolution 2, they have the manga. Maybe High Evolution 1 is separate? I don't know.
High Evolution 1 is separate.
So they have at least 5 options available for...
I don't think they're going to pick manga, though.
Highly unlikely. They almost never do.
For good reason with that.
So, for the SR point, you need to beat both of those Atamons,
And that.
and then the Pearl Nail.
This turn.
No,
Next turn?
you have 5 turns.
Oh, it's
This
5.
is turn 2.
I thought it was 3 turns. I'm so used to turn limits being 3.
It's always 3 to 5. Hardly ever 6. Punch.
Oh, hey, that actually was good enough.
Yeah, I was not at particularly high HP. You want to keep accelerating people?
Rocket Punch!
Rocket the punch! I was going to say maybe have him hide in a battleship for a turn.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Or let, Esther do stuff. Super Robot Army. Nope, just missiles.
Since the missiles can hit this.
Go forth, tower.
It's such an oddly shaped battleship.
Because it's, you know, sheltering so many super robots. It has to be absolutely enormous to be able to have an entire army in there.
It's more like... It's like a more vertical version of the Jawa's ship. Is that what they're called?
The Jawa Sandcrawlers
Yeah.
from Star Wars?
Yes.
Yes, kind of. It's like a rounded version of that. If you squint.
It's the same-ish design.
Similar, at least.
Oh, you'll be getting a map attack eventually here.
Yes. Yes, it will be very nice when Alto gets his map attack. But that will be quite a ways off. When do you get that, actually? Chapter 41. If you take the space route. So, not great, not horrible. Just barely not enough.
Almost.
Yeah, just give that to Crow. He'll be fine.
Yeah, sure, it's cheap enough.
Let's see. Wonder how much you'll wind up using the strike freedom. Yes, I personally think for the standard seed mechs, strike is my favorite, followed by the strike freedom, and then the standard freedom comes last, design-wise. But that's only for standard seed protagonist. And I mean, as for the Aegis and the Justice, take it or leave it.
I like the Justice.
I'm not, you know, a huge fan of them, but I don't, you know, hate them. Mayhaps Gutter 2?
Yes, that's what I was attempting to do there. It's the same basic
Getter.
distance. Alright, looks like a no on that. Don't think
Poor
I can
Getter.
get. Why can you not have Excel?
Because he doesn't need it with his transformation ability. I mean, he can already increase his movement by 2 by transforming. He doesn't need Excel on top of that.
Alright, it's normally a waste, but I'm gonna try and do it.
Yes, you can use the beam gun.
Hoping this is good enough.
Alright, Zeta. Let's see.
A rarely seen attack. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Exactly what it said it would do.
This is an amusing note here, thinking about that. I saw a manga here recently, which was a one-shot called Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam 1/2, which took place during the time of Zeta, and it featured a guy piloting a suit he called the Zeta Half, which was a knockoff Zeta lookalike, which featured a Wave Rider mode. Basically what this meant is it had a big Wave Rider mode shaped shield that it rode on. So it was able to glide in to an enemy base,
Look
pop
intimidating.
off the shield, stab someone with the shield, and then plonk it down with the fins up so that it could use it as a barrier to shoot over.
Shields with gun slots are the best.
Yes. And then, as he was trying to leave the base, he completely forgot that his shield had been shot full of holes and wouldn't fly right. Oops. But it was a fairly amusing one-shot.
The question is, was it an official one-shot?
I think so, but I'm not certain. But either way, it was an ingenious planet detailed with Karaba, the AUG's Earth-based support group, coming up with a plan to spread fake Amuro rays across the surface of the planet in an effort to deter the Titans.
I think I just heard the words fake Amuro rays.
Yes. So what they did is they had a bunch of people dress up as Amuro Ray. People who looked like Amuro Ray had, similar enough hairstyle and build and stuff. And they just had them go wander off across the planet. So that way, rather than the Titans locating Amuro and, capturing or killing him, they were chasing a dozen different Amuros across the planet, trying to find out, okay, who's the one we're trying to find and hunt down? Because after all, losing, the hero of a 1-year war, that would be a big blow.
If to morale, if nothing else.
Yes. Even if he is going to be all moody and emo and not pilot anything.
He was still a hero, darn it.
Even if he's under house arrest. Amuro is still Amuro.
Go for it.
If only you had soul.
Does he get soul?
I believe so. After all, he's not hot-blooded, is he? Well, he can be.
I was going to say, the only spirit command that's really wrong for him to have would be love.
Yes. I don't think courage would be any good either, but love, definitely not.
Love is about the most wrong you could get.
For Lelouch Lamperoche. Well, he loves his sister. And he does have a love interest, who typically dies. Who in canon dies. And that's something that the movie's changed.
Editing things in movies.
Yep. Compilation movies can make things better at times. And if we decide to trust Zero, that will happen here.
No, even if we don't decide to trust Zero, it'll probably happen.
How about so long as we collect enough 0 points, that will happen. Thanks to one Banjo Haran and one Roger Smith. Because Roger Smith is a good man. Banjo Haran is a good whatever he is, too.
He's a good spy.
And I guess you could say the same thing about Roger Smith, since, in all honesty, with the ending of Big O, no one knows what on earth Roger Smith is. Is he human? Is he a robot?
Does it matter?
Exactly. And we'll get to play through the ending of that in Z3. In one of the most bonkers boss fights I've ever seen. As for the fight against the Big Venus, because it has the power to, erase the reality it's in, once you get hit by an attack, you're gone. So every team of yours, save Roger Smith, gets one attack at it. All the while, there are enemies constantly streaming in at the bottom of the stage, aided by Mikage from Aquarian Evol, who is incredibly powerful and heals absolutely all damage taken. So all you could do is go up to the top of the stage and smack the Big Venus as it slowly marches downwards. And Roger is the only one who is unaffected by the disappears if attacked thing. I was about to say, yes, you have not changed that.
Just got that.
Happily ever after. To Sora Euro days. Giga Drill Break. I wouldn't burn too much else here. As in, remember there's another Adamon and the Pearl Nail.
And that's why we are different people.
Yes. We have very different ways of playing this.
I have about 17 plans in my head right now for how to do it.
All of which seem very wasteful to me.
Of course I do.
Or at least the majority of which seem very wasteful to me. Yep, just Beam Saber.
I was going Trans Am, but then I noticed how low the HP was.
Yeah. Remember, he's got Accelerate. Sadly, we have no one in chat here to talk to. Ah well. This has been happening a lot this week.
It's probably just not a good week, man.
Probably. Speaking of, we still need to upload last night's episodes to YouTube.
Last night's VOD.
Yes. We shall try to get on that here today and get today's uploaded as well. This is turn 3 of 5.
I was checking to see how likely it was that there was more stage.
Yeah. We may take these for now. And then back once we get important dialogue, but
Wow, these headphones sound a lot worse than my other ones.
I think the sound is lower. Keep moving, Jericho. One shot. One kill. I believe the other Adamon is off further to the right.
No, they're both dead.
Oh. Charming. All you have left is the Pearl Nail then for the SR point.
Yeah, had you not noticed that I'd been planning on doing that this whole time? I hit both of them with Lelouch's map attack to weaken them.
I'd not immediately noticed that the other one was gone, but I merely figured it was off screen. Also, how's Cross HP looking? Yeah, I thought as much. One of them...
Someone's gotta have trust. Right?
Yes, but you've already moved them. Or someone on the Den Cougar may.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in Vancouver would have trust. They're highly distrustful people.
Nope. So, yeah, that's...
Not that bad.
You say that, but Margaret is pretty close.
I trust my survival rates.
Renton.
Yeah. Now I don't trust his survival rates as much.
Remember, game over if you fail here.
Just because.
Margaret, I don't intend to just let people like you who kidnapped someone's girlfriend like that when they were living in peace. If you can't even and refute that or make up any excuses, hurry up and stop this fight. That is, if you've got any scrap of justice left in you. My justice exists in Insalaum. That's why I am an Arc Saber. Is that so? And I've got nothing to say to you. See. As you are now, you're different from back when you were working under I'm. Even if it's hard, you chose this path. So all you can do is walk it. Even if you don't say that. I'm Margaret Pistol, one of Insalaum's Arc Sabers. Thank goodness.
That actually did work.
Bro. So things are going okay. Okay, if not great. Disturbance. Halves all enemy hit rates for 1 turn. Super expensive, but very worth it.
Just checking to see if there's anything. If not, no.
Nope. She's just her. So, what is your plan here? Also, have you checked to see if there's more stage to come?
There is.
Okay. Then be careful on burning all your SP. Girl, what did you just get? Crotus unlocked a new skill. Ah. Ignore size and defense skills.
Nothing to say.
Nothing special. Just Chirico being Chirico. As always. Just be careful about how far you push. Can afford to do about 6,000 more damage.
That was
Nope.
too much.
Too far.
Oh well.
The dig structure's output isn't rising. Is this due to my lack of resolve? Tiamood, Locherad has come? Are you safe, Margaret? The dig structure is a system that draws power from the strength of one's will. So why could someone like you, the number 7 of the Arc Sabers, not draw it out? I sincerely apologize. Hey, Gerard Garsbuntel. Oh, looks like you're pretty impressive here. You remembered my name? I guess so. So I guess this time you've brought your personal sword or whatever it was you said? Its name is the Diamond. This is the strongest blade of Insalaum, bequeathed to me by His Highness. I see. Guess your title of number 1 isn't just for show. But I don't think there's anything you should be saying. Reason you should be bad-mouthing Margaret. She's been putting her life on the line to fight out here. Margaret, are you intending to cover for your enemy? Retreat. I will take care of the rest. But... since I am piloting the demon now, going against my will is the same as going against Insalaum. I sincerely apologize. Pearl Nail shall retreat. Margaret! Crow Broost. Your opponent shall now be me and the Diamond. I don't like this. The way that you're constantly looking down at us. You don't even have a thought that you'd lose, do you? I was a weak man. What? But I swear by these scars on my cheeks, I shall not lose again! Watch out, Crow. He's aiming for you. That man is strong. Isn't just the pilot. That demon dude is incredibly powerful. Yeah. Feels even tougher than back when we fought the King of Destruction. Thanks for the warning. But this is exactly what I wanted. Even so, this guy trampled on Morebuddy's feelings. I won't feel satisfied until I give him a good punch to the face. 3 minutes. What? I shall fight you for 3 minutes. On this name of the Knight of Knights. You bastard. Just how much are you looking down on us? Let's go, Gerard. I'll put an end to the legend of Insalaum's strongest shield here. Crow? So, destroy all enemies. Check the demon. Again, don't let Crow rest or die. Shikishima. So, Commandor level 4.
Still.
Hmm?
Still can't let him get a kill.
Yep. Commandor level 4, the ultimate, guard, attack again, will up, energy save, will up bonus. But he's already at max will, so. Energy recover small. And
Looks
everything.
awesome.
Movement of 8. Lancer lock. Lancer longbow. Lancer lockbuster, or could be rockbuster. The Holy Spear, the Star Spear Gaybolg, and Central Sprint. Oh, right. Yeah. This one acts like a centaur, I believe. Its lower legs can split.
Okay, then.
But, yeah, be careful. Very tough. Very strong. And if he gets kill, he's an ace.
But I have no idea how bad it is if he becomes an ace. It's definitely bad because, well, aces are not a good thing to encounter.
And enemy aces are always very strong. So we shall see. But I can't imagine it being good at all. Do you greatest attack? This uses the Central Sprint. Now that I am piloting the Diomed which His Highness bequeathed me, I shall not be allowed to lose! Your Highness, heroic spirits of Insalaum, my dead wife and child, I swear, on the name of the Knight of Knights, I shall bring victory to Insalaum! As he's got his own special theme, doesn't he?
Yep. Which is significantly less knightly than the others.
Interesting.
It's a lot closer to Crow's theme.
Okay. Also note how sparkly the diamond is.
Well, it's
There are active sparkles coming off of it.
covered in diamonds, I imagine.
Maybe. That power. Will it reach the diamond? Now I shall show you the skill of the Knight of Knights. Yep. It's even got a tail of energy.
I want this.
As a model or on your side?
On my side.
If only. But yes, it is quite an impressive unit. Please note it does not say anything about that 3-minute limit he put.
He's probably just going to disappear after 3 minutes. Just change.
Sunglass cutter. No need to hold back. Gunleon.
And his wonderful shirt he has there.
Yes. Not as epic as when he becomes battleship commander later on, but... eh. Simone. He's pretty good. One more kill.
He's in the one more kill club just with... oh no, Lucian needs 2.
Transam.
Perfect. That's within acceptability.
Within acceptable limits. The poor Aquarian back there. Remember Sirius has Excel.
Yeah. And now he's in Mugen Punch range.
Yes. Brave words for a man in range of a punch that can hit the moon. And you said that Fudo himself can do that?
That's what I saw, at least the original incarnation of Fudo.
Okay.
That was Apollo's signature attack.
You do know Apollo did pilot the Aquarian, right? Apollonius piloted the Aquarian.
All I saw was that's his signature attack, so that's why no one freaked out that a mech can suddenly do this.
Well, it is what it is.
Also, would you really put it past Gen Fudo? Or Zen
Gen
Fudo?
Fudo, maybe. Zen Fudo, not at all. I can fully see the commander of the Aquarian Evil performing a Mugen Punch. I mean, I can't actually see it, but I can see him doing something that ridiculous. You're running very low on energy.
Only one enemy left, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not going to attack, though.
She's got instinct. She can get our change attack! Alright, Demon, take this. We're counting on you, Go. We're leaving everything up to you! Open get. The 3-man getter Robo. It'll be a while before we get the Black Getter. But the question is, will you ever wind up using the 3-man pilot Black Getter?
Maybe. Maybe at least once just to see it.
Because, I mean, it is an odd thing to think that you would deliberately use the downgrade with a question mark unit. Renton.
Renton.
Oh. Well, there's an answer to that. He's going to use the Central Sprint and the Lancer Lock/Rockbuster. You are strong. Strong enough that even I need to draw out the Daimod's true power. I don't need praise like that. All I want to do is live in peace and freedom. Peace and freedom, What truly wonderful things. But now that such things have been lost, I must take them back for the sake of all our citizens. That is the mission of a knight, of an Arc-Saber! Let's see. Come on, Crow. Seems like you've been entrusted with plenty of stuff, huh? For that sake, if you're gonna steal away other people's freedoms and peace of your own, then I'll take you down. Preston, I'll go all out. That man.
You can see why I tried to use instinct without actually doing anything.
Yes. Daimod, Kebolg, now is the time! And thankfully Flash lasts a whole battle. Crow. Crow and his sniper rifle. For anyone out there watching this, please do remember, we are going to have to decide in a while here, about 10 chapters or so, is Crow going to use long... Actually, no, it isn't even 10 chapters, is it?
Oops.
We are going to have to decide in about 5 or 6 chapters. Is Crow a ranged fighter, or is he a melee fighter?
Is
you want
he
to
a
give him
real
the melee
robot?
super robot, or the ranged real robot? Yeah, I wouldn't move him right next to it if it's not necessary. Yeah, super heavy sword.
You somewhat need resupplying.
Mm-hmm. More than somewhat.
Oh, Dagger's on its way.
Dagger can get over there. If you
No,
accelerate.
doesn't matter. Doesn't have resupply post movement. Why? Because I use it for combat. So the combat things were my first goal. So let's go with this.
Your single ACP fires.
Oh, is this still not the end of the stage? Yeah, no, it's still not the end of the stage. Oh, right, because that has to happen still.
Mm-hmm.
You really need resupplying. Perhaps more desperately than Crow.
But you put it in the wrong spot. And he's going to use the Lancer Lock or Rockbuster.
This time I'm not going to skip it.
Alright, Photon Energy Beam! Versus whatever the Daimod does.
It looked like lasers.
Well, of course, probably coming from its spear cannon. Don't think you can win against me just by relying on power. Target confirmed. Mr. Mode, K-Bolg. Pierce through my foes!
That was an incredibly wing-like pose.
Well, I mean, he's using a buster rifle. What more needs to be said? You do have instinct. He's just... I was going to say, he's just going to use Gabelg there. Sure you don't want to swap to a different getter for getter change?
Yeah.
Just getter beam. Sacred Sprint again.
Ah, okay. 13,000.
Aquarium?
Oh, perfect. I can do that. I don't have anyone with Bless on field.
Or whoever you have with blesses moved.
No, I have no one with Bless on field.
Great job.
Because the only person I have with Bless is C2. Well, and the shuttle.
Alright, Aquarian. Do what you can. You can will up. You have enough, you should be able to.
But it doesn't think I need it.
Or that, or it doesn't want to chew through that much energy.
Let's go for this one.
Alright. Double ultimate attack. What the hell is a knight doing something like this?
Just skipping the first one.
Sadly, I'm not able to see what it says. Back behind the kanji. Yeah, this should be more than enough. Right, you survive his counterattack.
Did I forget to apply flash?
I think so, but I could be wrong. But it shouldn't be able to one-shot the Aquarian, I don't think. But hey, now we get to see what happens when he does hit. It's pretty impressive looking. Yep, a lot of damage, but not enough to take out the Aquarian. And take this too! As the Aquarian sings an inaudible song. For one last punch, we hope. Glorious. Allow me to express respect for your power. $18,000 money.
That would have been nice.
And a DM adapter. Oh, look at that. 7 levels.
As expected.
Instinct acquired. At this distance. What? The de-extractor draws out power from its holder's strong will. It sounds like it's similar to that VX system you have. So you're targeting my sphere just like I'm an Asakim? Come at me with everything you have. My dear Much, take it down. Exactly what I wanted. Spigot and I will take you out. Crow, don't get carried away. And now, Drud, the person I will take you down.
Berserk Shadow Crow.
Yes, for anyone who has played Persona 3,
4.
we've got...
3 doesn't have
Persona
shadows.
4. We have Shadow Crow here down in the bottom corner.
5 also works.
Hey, something's weird with him. It's just like then. Just like then? As of right now, Crow's just like I was when I was swallowed up by the Zero System. Stop it, Crow. You can't push this any further. VX, respond to my will. It's no good. You can't hear us at all. This is definitely strange. That isn't normal. Is this all because of the Brasta sphere? Are you saying that this is the drawback to the sphere of the swaying scales? The sphere of the sorrowful man, which causes its possessor to lose their 5 senses. The sphere of the wounded lion, which causes its possessor to be overcome with extreme pain. The sphere of the lying black sheep, which causes its wielder to lose all sense of reason. And the swaying scales. I've got plenty more. Someone like you who's stealing others' room shouldn't get all cocky! Stop it! Stop, Crow! That's Insalaum's flagship! Well done, Gerard. Now that he's lost all sense of self, he's full of openings! Now, we shall turn him into Now we can turn him into materials and use him for our science! What? Target. Enemy's de-extractor equipment! Crow! And now. Know the terror of dimensional science. Loaded human-type revive cells! D-engine online!
That's an attack.
Now, a new door shall open! I won't let you! Esther! What is this? No! What is this? No! Sister! How's now?
Esther's a dimensional beast now.
Esther? Turned into a dimensional beast? That's impossible! How could something like that happen? We killed the King of Destruction! I made it into a possibility. Yes, with my dimensional science! We failed to hit our target, but I've confirmed that these revive cells do work with these. Lydia and Brome, the plus Insalaum's output is rapidly falling! Shit! To think that the use of artificial revive cells would deplete our energy this much! Zero, what are you trying to do? If they're capable of turning people into dimensional beasts, we need to cut them off here! Have the Shikaro's droids system gather as much detailed data as possible! Zero! Targeting the cockpit? Zero's mask's broken. But we can't see most of it from here. Stop! Zero's movements have stopped? Don't tell me. The kiosk worked? Ugh. Retreat, Lord Rod! We need to capture that dimensional beast. Understood. Gerard! I won't let you get away! He's trying to chase that guy down even though Esther got turned into a dimensional beast before his eyes? The swing scales. I thought that its activation condition was the worries and wavering inside someone's heart, but it looks like it was wrong. What do you mean? Even though his scales swayed, the fulcrum did not break. That's what Yard said. Now I understand it. Even in the middle of regrets and wavering, it needs a human strong will which shall not falter. What's with Crow right now? He's focused his entire consciousness into that will, only completely lost sight of everything else. That's the drawback of the swaying scales. That's right, if we leave him alone, if we screw up, he might wind up targeting us as well. Then, are we gonna have to fight Crow? But that's... Everyone call out to him! That's the only possible chance we've got to bring him back. Mr. Crow, please stop! You idiot! Hurry up and stop! Stop it already! It's not like you to forget us. Open your eyes, Crow! It's no good. You can't hear us at all. At this rate, Mr. Crow's... Wait, something's coming? Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that... the most iconic theme. Makenaise, Gunleon. The Gunleon! Don't tell me! Yeah. It's exactly right. The wandering repairman Peter Service has arrived! This guy, don't tell me, he's the same as me? Darling! I know. We'll take on anyone who tries to pick a fight with us. And so now...
Which attack?
I'll take you on in my own way. Look, Alexander's full power! Yes, it has caution chainsaws on its shoulders.
And is using a spanner.
A giant wrench.
So it's using its full power attacking her.
Gunleon, super press! Poor Crow. If I get serious, something like this is a piece of cake. Oh crap. Oh crap. I countered him? Crow Roost. It's fine. He was able to eject. You went way too far. I'm sorry. I put too much strength into it. That's just like his nickname. But even Mr. Rance over here? We could talk about that later. For now, we've got to take care of this place. Leave recovering the rust to other units. All units, take up the rest of Insalaum. Zero, are you okay? My mask... I brought out a spare mask. There's no problems. Rand, help us out since you're here. Alright. It's time for the heat to show off his power. Crow, please be safe. Since Esther's a dimensional beast, if something happens to you, well... Just wait. We'll take care of Insalaum here. So we're down Crow and Zero, but we have the Gunleon.
And Esther. But we've got
B
new
in
repair
Sky.
units.
B and C. SP Recovery. Okay, I didn't remember that. Prevail level 7. Will up and guard.
Subpilot.
He has lock on, wall, will up, accelerate. And he has a subpilot. Metal Beater. The daughter of his boss, who has gone missing.
And his fiancé, I believe.
That's what she claims. He denies this. She's only something like 16, so yeah, he is quick to deny this whenever she says it, but she still calls him darling all the time.
And the actual holder of the sphere.
Yes. So, the low-rank scan, trust, and disturbance. Gunleon has a repair ability, but really, why would you do that? Decker Spanner. Geeg Gun, or something like that. It's a giant nail gun. Boomerang Spanners. Chain to Cutter, which is its shoulder-mounted chainsaws. And the Lariat Jarench. He is very energy-based. Get going, Gunleon! Show your skill!
Go with the strongest one off the bat. Also, wall.
I've seen more than enough of your lawlessness here. Gunleon and I will stop you now! Darling, if you do that, you're gonna have your other name come out again. That's the case, I'll have to be a bit more careful. I'll repair these guys' rotten spirit. That's the way the bitter service does things! Alright, darling, let's go!
What's his other nickname?
He is the Heat, or... I'm trying to remember what his other nickname is. It's like the Beater, or something like that. No, the Crusher. That is his nickname. Because although he's supposed to be, you know, a mechanic and a repairman, he's a huge burly guy without too many brains, so he tends to wind up smashing things more than fixing them.
I'd hope he doesn't have more than one brain.
He's got more muscles than brains, and so he just breaks things a lot rather than, you know, actually repairing things. He does not like this nickname.
The brain's just a muscle anyway.
Yes, but he does not train it like he should. Should I create him? Yes, that is a good choice. Beam Confuse. Yes, everyone loves the Gunleon's theme. For it has a truly great theme. With lyrics that are super simple and catchy.
And tell you absolutely everything you need to know.
Don't lose Gunleon.
Unless somehow you actually need to know something about him. This may kill it, may not. Let's see.
Yes, in sad news, the Gunleon does not have access to any of its sphere attacks here. Because yes, it does indeed have sphere-related attacks.
The most legendary sphere-related attack, I'd say.
However, the Virgola did have access to its sphere-based attack. The Glory Star. Yes. Don't cry, Gunleon. I'm here with you. Because how often do you get to see a mech actively crying?
Nirvash?
There are very few mechs that can.
Probably some of the biological mechs from either brain powers or...
We were able to destroy all the enemies, but... we lost way too much here. But if Insalaum's able to create more dimensional beasts, then... at that time the entire world will get involved in a fight. It'll just get bogged down and never end. Rekka... darling, things look pretty bad here. You might have come here at a pretty bad time. If only you'd shown up a little sooner. Ikaruga's Bridge. I brought Crowbroost along. Don't look scary, everyone. I'm back to normal here. Do you remember what you did? Although I don't really want to remember it here. We've heard about most of the circumstances from Roger Smith. Seems as though that VX system the Brust is equipped with. It was an adverse effect from the sphere. Seems like it. I heard from Shin Kape that Setsuko had suffered with that. That Setsuko had suffered from it too. See. Apparently the fact that I'm guy couldn't say anything true had to do with it as well, though. Are you not able to stop it with your own will? I don't know. But at the very least, I wasn't able to do anything at that point in time. what we must know is what took you that far. Why did that Gerard guy wind up making you hate him so much? I don't want to talk about that. This isn't the position to be saying something like that. There's a possibility that we'd be harmed by you. Depending on the situation, we may wind up having to imprison you and forbid you from launching. See, if that happens, I'll have even more trouble paying off my debts. At the very least, that's the one thing I want to avoid. And you're even talking about money at a time like this. Hey, that's my one weak point. Just like that Gerard guy, I keeps on relying on his knightly pride. What do you mean by that? See. When I look at that guy and Margaret, I just think of how I used to be in the past, doing anything that was required for the sake of the mission. But that Gerard guy, even though he had doubts about what he was doing, he was able to overcome them and keep on fighting. I might have been influenced by that. How unusual for you. You to be influenced by someone else like that. Well, you're a guy who doesn't really understand other people's hearts much, do you? Don't look down on other people like that. Very well, Crow. So long as we understand why that happened, we shall continue to guarantee your freedom. However, if your sphere runs amok again, you'll need to do something yourself. If you can't, I know. That time, feel free to shoot me down. But I need to go ahead and gather up the fragments of my mech and get them sent back to the lab. Wait a minute. Not quite. What did you say? I'm sorry, we would rather not get involved in something like that. The more important problem than that's Esther. Do you know anything about what happened, Zero? I'm currently analyzing the data I was able to gather. However, many specifics about dimensional beasts are currently still unknown. If we're able to have the Chief analyze that data, she might be able to find something out. By Chief, do you mean Professor Try of the Scott Labs? If that's the case, I'll send it to her. Counting on you. We captured one of those Insalaum knights who was able to eject in mid-battle. Let's see. We were able to investigate him I was able to interrogate him a bit, but I wasn't able to get any concrete information on why they wanted Rekka. A captive soldier is an important source of information for us. We'll need to use him carefully. Well then, I need to go ahead and leave here. If you guys find anything out, let me know. Where do you intend to go? I figured I ought to go and say hi to the guy who trashed my mech. What the hell's with him? Thanks to his rampage, it got turned into a dimensional beast. He's just blazing about as always. You really are simple, aren't you? What? He seems to be suffering quite a bit. But at the same time, he seems to be looking ahead. That's the way he is. I'm certain he intends to try and make amends with his own hands. I suppose so. That's the kind of man Crow Brewst is. Well then, I need to get moving here. As I am now, I don't think I'd be able to be of any help. Is it fine for you not to meet Renton? He's the same as Crow. Since he's found what he needs to do, there's no need for someone an outsider like me to get involved. Understood, Holland. Take care of yourself. See ya. Renton and Rekka. I'm leaving him to you.
In the tower's hangar.
Esther. Even though she was a dimensional beast buster, she got turned into one of them. Artificial revived cells. I think that Insalaum would even prepare something like that. Everything's wrong. It's all that Insalaum's fault. Her also got taken by them. Renton. Looks like you're the same as always. I'm not the same? Rand, this isn't the same as the Renton that we know. Even though he looks the same, he's a different person. Oh, so he's one of those doppelganger things? Huh? Rand actually knew something? Don't tell me. Is this Rand actually a doppelganger than the one that we know? No, you're wrong. You're wrong. We heard everything from Mr. Banjo. You guys met Banjo? I guess so. See. Well, we did a little bit from him. After all, we only came here about 3 weeks ago. So that's around the same time that those Insalaum guys wound up causing a dimensional quake back at the Dark Continent. Looks like Rand and the others got transported here as a result of that. Well, I mean, I've had my experiences getting blown away by a dimensional quake before, but yeah, it was pretty crazy. But a man who works with his arms is pretty strong. Even in a world like this, a wandering repairman can find more than enough jobs. And that's when Banjo wound up meeting us, along with Fudo and Sandman as well. Those people as well? So they wound up explaining a bunch of stuff to me and asked me to help out Zexus. And so that's pretty much everything that we know about this world right now. It looks like things were pretty tough. Let's see. Hold for a moment. But it looks like you guys are preparing a funeral for someone here. No. So God, if you want a headstone, ask a funeral director. If you're going to ask for help, you should have been back at the destruction incident. You guys don't understand anything. Oh well, we'll just be sure to hear everything from here on out, right?
Rand's signature
doofy look.
Pose?
Sparkle in his eye. Big swirl on his thumb despite the fact that he's wearing a glove. That's way too passionate. Since he's gone ahead and shown up, we'll have to take care of this. Come on, Gain. And the fact that we met again and here's gotta be some kind of fate. With my passionate heat and your cool stoicness, no one can stand against us. That's a combination I don't want to be a part of. Come on. After all, even I can tell that things are pretty bad here. Hey, Claire, could you please stay for now? Hey, don't tell me. You're the guy who was riding that white mech? Yeah, that's right. My name's Crow Roost. Just call me Crow. Haha, I'm sorry, Crow. It looks like I trashed your mech pretty badly. Don't worry about it. That's my fault. No, something like that, I won't feel at peace. At least let me patch it up for you. Since you busted up that third with a single attack, I thought for sure you were some kind of destroyer or something. Huh? Darling, smile, smile! That's right. I don't really understand, but it looks like I said something impolite. How about it? As some way of making reparations, why don't we go for a drink together? I'll treat you. Huh? Crow, something really did get messed up with you, didn't it? Did you wind up hitting your head during that attack? Or maybe it's due to the shock of having Esther turned into a dimensional beast. What are you talking about? For a miser like him to say they'd treat someone, it's on the same level as the heavens and earth turning upside down. Hey. Do you guys really think that I wouldn't do anything to pay back the guy who saved me? And besides, what's happened to Esther isn't going to end here. So, send all the data we gathered on what happened to Esther to the lab. I'm sure the chief will be able to come up with something. And there's what happened to Setsuko, too. We've got to be sure to take out Insalaum quickly and put an end to all of this. Setsuko came here, too? I'll go ahead and tell you about it over drinks. You like beer? I live for that glass after work. Okay. Hey, with that overly heated smile of yours, I'll be sure to find some nice cold beers. I'll go with you too. I can't exactly drink, though. Oh, Mel. I'd like for you to come with me for now. Huh? She and you're here too. We need to introduce you to everyone in Zexus. That's right. Rather than dealing with those two old guys, you should come with us. Alright, if you guys all say that. Alright, later, Cronrand. Make sure you guys don't drink too much. See you later, darling. Seems like an energetic wife you've got there. I'll make sure she regrets that later. Alright. Now that we've gone ahead and gotten everyone else out of the way, we can go ahead and talk at length. Dude. There are some people who think I'm pretty crazy being the first time. No. No. There's some people who think it's pretty easy to get me drunk. That's fine. After all. No, I'm not quite sure. I have no clue what he's saying here, but they're talking about the drinks. The thing I want to talk to you is something completely different. What is it? I'd like to hear. What are spheres? The moment we met, somehow I knew. You had a sphere as well. Strange, isn't it? Back when I met Setsuko, I didn't feel anything like that. So you really did have one. Though it's something I don't want to think about. It seems as if the sphere inside me is growing stronger. So tell me everything you know about them. Palace Insalaum Research Labs.
This just looks like a normal office.
So we failed in capturing a sample. I sincerely apologize. The other type of dimensional life form has completely disappeared. Oh, very well. So long as we have a single sample, that should be more than enough. So Nemone escaped. How cute. Don't be so frightened, little lady. So long as you listen to what this old lady has to say, you won't have to worry at all. When will you let me go? Oh, we don't know that at this point in time. Before that, we'll need to perform a bit of research on you. Lady Ambrone, please leave me in charge of taking care of her. A high knight such as yourself would do that? I know this girl from before. As long as I'm the one there, she should be more cooperative. Very well then, Lady Margaret. I shall entrust it to you. Thank you very much. Allow me to excuse myself then. Miss Margaret, don't worry. I'll protect you. How boring. Sis, you're being so sweet on just a plain girl like that. Then would you want to be the one who's taking care of her? I wonder about that. A long time ago I wound up getting some dolls, but they all broke so really quickly. There's no way I could give someone like that charge of my precious samples. But you're pretty incredible, old lady. I think you could turn a person into a dimensional beast. You're almost like that king of destruction. These artificial revive cells are still incomplete. However, by examining that immature dimensional beast, we ought to be able to advance the research. Although it would have been much more interesting if, rather than turning that little kin into a dimensional beast, you'd gotten wobbly instead. That is our final target. I have an incredible interest in what sort of dimensional beast we could make from that special D-extractor equipped unit. Hey, why are you studying that Eureka Girl in dimensional beasts? Isn't it obvious? It's in order to perfect my dimensional science. After all, for a long time, the scientists of Insalaum believed that this field alone was taboo. But I can't understand their cowardice. So you wound up crossing a taboo, huh? That actually sounds kind of cool. Cool, I'll accept that as praise. After all, the day shall eventually come when all of Insalaum shall bow before my dimensional science. At that time, the new history of Insalaum shall begin. Forbidden existence. That sounds pretty exciting. Marilyn, I have a new mission for you. And then what would that be? Your next mission? That is to capture a singularity point for me.
So does that mean any member of Zuth, or does that mean...
In particular, they're targeting K, I believe. It's only 350, so we could probably get another one done here.
What's the next chapter?
Fall into Netherworld. So, Bozinger is going to be key. I believe it may be a 2-part map, actually. And for a while, at least, we'll get the Bosporo.
The Bosporo.
The most important of all robots. At the very least, it has a very useful full upgrade bonus. It increases the range of its resupply.
Actually, is useful.
But I never use the Bosporo because, well, it's the Bosporo. Anyone in particular you're looking for?
For once, yes, in fact.
Who?
Ptolemus.
That would be Sumeragi down at the very bottom. Well done.
So many units to go through.
How many people do we have watching?
No one.
Joy.
Do you even... Okay, you do have one.
Yes, one bullet-based attack, but energy save is what you want. First page.
Got both of those.
Fourth one. Support defense, level 1. Kabuto, Koji, and others.
Does he need anything? Don't think so. Stat time!
Yeah, throat. Lots of allergy stuff going on.
Yeah, it may actually be better to stop if for no reason other than the allergies.
And that next stage, I believe, is fairly long, actually.
All the stages for the next few stages are going to be quite long.
No, 0 versus 0 shouldn't be particularly. I don't think Messenger from the Darkness is either, but the Fall into Netherworld...
Close.
I remember Fall into Netherworld being 2 parts. Because, as that name implies, you do.
Hmm.
It's not good. Everything that was equipped on Esther has disappeared. Or been put back into your inventory. So, since we've had no one watching us here, and we've had, at the same time, lots of allergy stuff here, I'll be sure to try and take some medicine before tomorrow. But hey, if all goes well tomorrow, we should have Neki Basara, who will definitely be a permanent member of our team. Don't lose, Gunleon. Don't lose.
Alright.
Alright, so, at this point in time, we'll go ahead and say farewell, and we'll try and get the recordings up here today. Till next time, see you all